G'day. Well, just thought I'd do another little one on my grapefruit tree. It's coming. So growing grapefruit. The main thing you can see here behind me, I've got a whole swag of grapefruit. It's actually the first lot of fruit I've actually got off of this citrus tree, off the grapefruit tree. And I've got, well, there's about 6 or so grapefruit that are on there. They're just about ripe. Probably in the next week I'll be able to pick a couple of them and have fresh grapefruit for breakfast. Oh, yeah. But I mean, citrus trees are pretty easy to grow. I mean, you can grow them in pots. I've had when I lived in a unit, I had lemon trees, lime trees growing in pots. You'll see heaps of videos about that, and that's pretty cool. These I planted out. I've tried to actually fit them in amongst my just sort of ornamental garden. This is a bit of one of the gardens along my perimeter fence. A lot of gum trees, all sorts of things in there, but it does face out towards the northwest, which is here where we get a lot of sun. So I'm hoping this will still give me plenty of light for the citrus tree to grow up. One thing to remember with citrus trees is to take into account the size of them, particularly the diameter of them. After they get up, a few years' time, they often, you'll see when they're first picking them up as young plants, they're tall and narrow. But like a good lemon tree or orange tree, grapefruits, they can easily get up to 2 or 3 meters in diameter in the bush size. So you want to think about where you're planting that and how to get access to all sides of that, which is something I haven't really done here because it's pretty much right into the trees and I've got a fence behind it. But I think I'll be able to fit. I can go to the other side of the fence and pick the fruit from that side as well. But my idea was to use it as a bit of a screening plant, because I think I like the look of how the things like oranges, lemons, grapefruit trees, they get quite thick and bushy on that side. But one of the things I wanted to point out here is, again, I should make this a video on how not to grow grapefruit perhaps, but one of the things that I've done there and I shouldn't have, and I wanted to share that, was with young citrus trees, it's best not to actually let the fruit go like I have here perhaps. It's hard, and that's exactly what I've done, is broken my own rule on that side of it, because when you plant the young citrus tree, you really can't wait to get that first lot of fruit off the tree. But as this tree, you can see, it's only still only about a meter high. It's only been in the ground about a year or so. And what I would have been better to do for the tree's sake is to actually pull off that fruit and not let it ripen and grow. Now what that does is it allows the tree to be able to push a lot more of nutrients and stuff into growing the actual tree itself, rather than focusing on producing fruit. And you might do that for the first 1 or 2 years, and that way let the tree grow bigger and what have you. So it is hard, because you're always keen, as I even have been on this side, to get some grapefruit off it. But when you think you're getting 4 or 5 grapefruit off of this time, and in reality, if I had to let the tree grow, I'm going to get to the stage where the tree is bigger, where I'll be getting 20 or 30 or something off of that sooner, where I can really become sustainable with grapefruit, at least in the season. So that was probably the main thing with these. The other thing to remember always with citrus trees, it can be pruned on that side of it, but the one to watch out for particular is water shoots. I know them as, but particularly with, say, lemon trees, you'll get these big long shoots that'll grow out of the tree, usually pretty fast. Quite often they'll grow down from the original rootstock if you're using grafted trees. So grafted trees, where they've taken a particular rootstock, usually it's something that's a fairly hardy tree, but may not produce the best fruit or the most fruit, and they will cut that and graft onto it a particular type of tree that does produce nice fruit. Over here, a common one is with the lemon trees. We use a lot of they call it the bush lemon, which is sort of almost a wild lemon tree, which is a really hardy tree, will grow anywhere, pretty resistant to all sorts of conditions, but you get a really horrible lemon out of it. It's very covered in warts, and so what they'll do is use the bush lemon as the rootstock, and then put a Maya lemon or something that onto the top, and use that to grow. Now the water shoots will often come from out beneath, from the lower section of the plant, the rootstock, and they'll shoot right out. Now you want to again chop those off, prune those off, so that the tree will grow. But if that was to produce any fruit off of that section of the tree, it would be from the rootstock, which is obviously hasn't been chosen for its fruit quality on that side of it. So, but if you can, main thing here, try to resist letting them grow fruit in their first year or so. It's, as I haven't, I guess I'll be enjoying some fresh grapefruit for breakfast in the next week or so. I can't wait for that. Alright, cool. Hope that helps a little bit of insight into growing grapefruit. Cheers. Thanks for watching.